My name is Jeff Street, and on this video, I get a chance to talk to you about a business opportunity that I was introduced to way back in October of 2005 at a point in my life when I was frustrated doing what I was doing. And maybe you can relate to that. And when I first saw this information, I just loved the concept. I got started very part-time in the beginning, a handful of hours a week. I plugged into the training, plugged into the systems, and 6 months later, I made a decision to walk away from my other business and to do this full time. And ever since then, this has been the only thing that I've done. So obviously, I'm very passionate about the company and what it's done for my family. But my goal in this video is to share some information with you. And whatever you do with the information is completely up to you. If it makes sense to you, like it did for the person that invited you to watch this video, get back to them at the end and say, hey, I'm interested in getting started. But if nothing else, you can learn more about what a friend or business associate is excited about, how you can support their business, and how you can potentially benefit from some of the services that we offer. So the company we represent is called ACN. They got started in 1993, originally in Michigan, and today they're the leading direct seller of telecommunications, energy, and other essential services. They've done billions of dollars in revenue, helping millions of people throughout the United States and Canada get connected to, in many cases, save money on essential services. So what kind of services do we offer? Residential and business services that all of us use every day. Everything from cell phone service to high-speed internet and television, natural gas and electricity, healthcare, home security and automation, credit card processing, a discount travel club, identity theft protection insurance, payroll and HR solutions, and also business phone service with digital phone and cloud-based solutions. So if you look at this big buffet of residential and business services that we offer, I think we'd all agree these are some of the biggest and fastest growing industries in the world. Industries that really are not affected by the economy. And my mentor told me 19 plus years ago, he said, Jeff, find something you like, make it your hobby, find something the masses can't live without, and make that your business. And that's why when I saw this, I fell in love with the idea because I realized whether I did this or not, I was going to pay these bills for the rest of my life. How about you? Now, if you look at some of the companies that we partner with, ADP Payroll Processing, Vivint Smart Home Security, Spectrum, AT&T, DirecTV, just to name a few. But here's our two flagship services, Flash Mobile and Impact Health Sharing. Let me share a little bit with you about each of these services. Number one, Flash Mobile. With Flash Mobile, you can save up to 40% on your cell phone bill. Just as an example, unlimited talk, text, and data for 4 lines is $105 a month. But I think the best part about Flash Mobile is our referral program for independent business owners like myself and the person that invited you onto this video. Check this out. If you're an independent business owner and you have Flash Mobile and you refer to just 5 other people that become a customer as well, your cell phone bill can be up to free each and every month other than the taxes. My wife and I have had free cell phone service other than the taxes for many, many years because years ago, we helped the 5th friend save money on their cell phone bill. Now, the second service is Impact Health Sharing. And this is something I'm incredibly passionate about because I believe if you're self-employed or if you own your own business here in America, one of the biggest pain points in being an entrepreneur is the high cost of health insurance. It's unaffordable for so many Americans, but Impact Health Sharing is a not-for-profit, decentralized alternative approach to the high cost of health insurance. We help individuals, families, and small businesses save 30 to 50% on average on their healthcare costs. For my wife and I, we save thousands of dollars a year on our healthcare. And I love this part as well. Our members can go to any doctor they want anywhere in the country and never be subject to an out-of-network penalty fee. But here's another amazing benefit about Impact Health Sharing. They reward people for being proactive about their health. And here's what I mean by that. Any individual or family that invests at least $150 a month on their health and wellness. What do I mean by that? Gym memberships, vitamins, supplements, holistic wellness, naturopathic medicine, IV drip therapy, acupuncture, healthy meal plans, you name it, you get a $150 credit every month to offset your family's primary responsibility amount which is like a combined family deductible every month that you invest at least $150 a month on your health and wellness. And I love that, where we're rewarding people for being proactive about their health. Now, these are the industries and services that we provide today, and these are massive industries. But we have two other services that we're going to be rolling out in the near future. One of them is fintech, the online banking world, and the second being home and auto insurance. This is a massive industry in the United States and Canada where there's a lot of people that are frustrated in what they pay with home and auto insurance. And we're excited to soon have an option for these consumers to get a chance to take a look at something different. Now, the reason we can do what we do is our business model. What makes us different is we use independent business owners like you and I to have our own website, our own online store where we can create more options for customers and a business opportunity for people just like us. Now, here's how you make money doing this. The first way that you get paid is through monthly customer acquisition bonuses, where every month you can qualify for bonuses based on the amount of services that get signed up through your online store. And a service is not a person, it's a bill. Let's say one person was interested in electricity, internet, and home security, and they signed up on your online store. Well, that's 3 services, even though it's one person. Let's say a small business has 7 employees that sign up for impact health sharing. Well, that's 7 services, even though it's just one small business. So these services can add up really quickly, and watch this, so can the bonuses. Any month that somebody has 5 services get connected, that's a $200 bonus, plus an additional $200 for every 3 services afterwards, and there's no limit. But here's why I got started 19 years ago. Residual income, reoccurring revenue. My background prior to getting started with ACN was as a small business owner. Matter of fact, I owned multiple retail cell phone stores. If you remember these guys, Nextel, the walkie-talkie phones, this is what I did. And I had months where my employees and I would sell a lot of cell phones. And there were months that we made a really nice one-time commission for that month. But here's what was always interesting to me. Nextel continued to get paid to my customers each and every month. For me, I would get that one-time commission, and then the next month I would start over again financially. And maybe you can relate to that. And that's why this part of the presentation appealed to me so much, because here's what I saw. ACN will pay you up to 20% of the commissionable revenue of a customer's bill month after month, year after year, for the life of them being a customer. Everybody starts out at 3%. And as you go out and acquire more customers, you can go to 5%, to 10, to 14, to 17, to 20% of the commissionable revenue on your own personal customers. And think about it for a minute. How long do people pay these bills for? Forever, right? Who agree? You can pay off your home, you could pay off your car, you could never pay off your electric bill. You can never pay off your auto insurance. I have customers that signed up utilizing my website years ago that are still paying their bill today, and I've gotten paid every single month for years based on that one-time conversation. And there's no limit to the amount of customers you can acquire, and there's no limit to the size of the customer that you can acquire. But the third piece of this is building a team, where you can introduce the concept to other people, just like somebody invited you to watch this video here today. And here's what's great with the system that we have with our team. Not only do we have videos just like this, but we do presentations every day, Monday through Friday on Zoom. We also do online in-person presentations. And all you have to do is invite people to listen to the information. We'll do the presentations for you. We'll help get the questions answered at the end. And at the end of the presentations, some people want to learn more about the services and being a customer. Other people at the end of the presentation say, hey, I'm interested. I want to learn some more, or I want to join your team. And for those that decide to get started, we plug them into our training system. We show them how to go out and acquire customers. And as they go out and acquire customers, ACN will pay you up to 4% of the commissionable revenue of all the customers gathered by the representatives in your team. And there's no limit to the amount of people that can join your team. And there's no limit to the amount of customers your team can acquire. And as your team goes out and acquires customers, you can go out and hit different rank advancements and hit different leadership levels in our compensation plan all the way from customer qualified to senior vice president platinum. And depending on what position you're at in our compensation plan, anytime a brand new person joins your team and acquires just a few services, you can earn a bonus on those services. But speaking of services, let me show you what the website looks like that you get when you get started as an independent business owner with ACN. Now, this is my website personally for my wife and I. So my website, you can see, has a picture of myself, my wife, and my dog. Your website would look just like this, only would have your company logo or your picture or your family's picture on there. And then somebody can go to your website and they can shop for residential and business services. Let's say a small business was interested in getting a quote on ADP payroll processing. Take a look at the simplicity of this. All they do is just click on Learn More. They would type in how many employees for their company and how frequently they process payroll and click on Get Estimate. From there, if they like what they see, you can send them in as a lead. All you'll do is put their information there, put any comments or notes, and hit submit. And then somebody from ADP will get in contact with your potential customer, answer any of the questions they have, and if they like what they see, they'll sign them up as your customer. Let's take a look at a few other examples. Let's look at residential services. Let's say somebody wants a quote on Impact Health Sharing. They just click on Learn More. They can watch a video about Impact Health Sharing, or they can click on Shop Now, and they can go out and they can get a quote to take a look at what it would cost for their family to have Impact Health Sharing. Now, let's say the oldest person in the family had a birth date of March 30th, 1989, and let's say it was a family of 3+. At this point, you would just click on Get a Quote, and it's going to go out and generate a quote for that family. You can see in this particular quote, anywhere from $404 a month to $576 a month, depending on which primary responsibility amount that family chooses. Now, let's say somebody likes what they see and they're ready to enroll as a customer. They can scroll up and click on Enroll Now, or if they're interested but they've got more questions, they can just click on Request Information. And at that point, they would just send themselves in as a lead. They would put their name, their email, their phone number. Your ID number is encrypted into that lead submission, and they would just hit Request Information, and somebody from Impact Health Sharing will send them a text message and an email with a calendar invite where they can actually schedule a call, get their questions answered, and decide if Impact Health Sharing is the right fit for them. Let's just give one more example. Let's say somebody's interested in looking at home security. Let's say they want to look at Vivint Smart Home Security. They can click Learn More right on your website. They can learn about Vivint. They can click on Shop Now. They can see whatever promotions and incentives are currently available. They can scroll through the website and they can look to see what the offerings are. They can take a look at the equipment, and you can see how there's an 877 number multiple times on the website. Now, what's great is if somebody wants a customized quote, they can just call that number right through your website. And your phone doesn't ring, my phone doesn't ring. Somebody from Vivint will talk to your potential customer, answer any questions that they have, and if they like what they see, they can sign them up as your customer. So you can see just the user friendliness of the website and how simple it is for somebody to get a quote on these services. And it's absolutely free for somebody to become a customer, meaning nobody has to join ACN to benefit from our services. Anybody can become a customer, regardless if they want to take advantage of the business opportunity or not. But if you're like me, you're probably wondering, well, how do I get a website like this? How do I get started with this business? And here's how that works. To get started as an independent business owner, it's just $299 one time and a $25 a month business support fee, where they set up the website, they host it, they update it, they handle the training and marketing materials, they do the business reporting and tracking right through the Salesforce platform. And all you and I have to do is direct people to our website, assist them in becoming customers, and ACN will go out and do the rest. But the key to success in anything is training. And our team has been a team that is focused on training, and we've been one of the top producing teams in this company for years and years and years because of our systems. We have online presentations and trainings, in-person events, virtual events, and somebody's really in business for themselves but never by themselves. Our biggest events that we do throughout the entire year are the Emerge and also the Elevate events, where we have our company's vendors that come in. We have the top producers throughout all of North America, and we have people that pour in to each and every one of us, where you can get your cup filled with training and really learn this business inside and out. And make sure you get back to the person that invited you onto this video to find out when the next Emerge or Elevate event is. But we have weekly trainings, and you want to get plugged into those trainings. If you like what you see here today, the next step is training. When I saw this presentation, I loved the concept. I remember thinking to myself, getting paid when people pay a bill, that's a good idea. I think we'd all agree some things go in style, some things go out of style. My thoughts to myself was paying bills was not one of them. But it was really when I saw the training that this went from my head to my heart. It was when I saw the training that I saw the systems that were in place, the processes that were there, the support that was available. I understood the compensation plan, and I was blown away by the amount of people that were willing to help me. So if you like what you see here today, I believe personally that you'll be blown away when you see our training and you see our systems. And we have trainings right on Zoom multiple times a week where you can plug in and you can learn how to acquire customers, how to talk to people, what to say. Also, I live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and here in Dallas-Fort Worth, we also do a local training on Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. in Richardson, Texas, and we'd love to get a chance to shake your hand and meet you in person. But as we wrap up the video here today, we so appreciate your time today. If after looking at this presentation, you're somebody that decides this isn't for you, we just really appreciate you investing your time to take a look at this video. But if nothing else, if there might be an opportunity for you to save money and support the person that invited you to watch this video, we'd love to see if you could go out and become a customer. So the person that watched this video, they'll be able to send you a digital customer survey form that you can get filled out. It'll take you less than 10 minutes to fill it out. And as we get the results of your survey, we're going to get a chance to look up some information and see if there's areas that we can save you money and help you benefit by becoming a customer. And I think we'd all agree, if you can save money and it supports a friend, that's a win-win situation. But if you're like me and you're either ready to get started or you're interested, but you've got some questions, get back to the person that invited you to watch this video and either say, I'm in, what are the next steps, or I'm interested, but I'd like to learn more about the opportunity. And speaking of learning more, the trainings that we offer are free, meaning anybody can actually get a chance to plug into our trainings to learn more, to see about how we do what we do and determine if this is the right fit for you. So we're grateful to have you on this video here today. Again, get back to the person that referred you to this video and let them know, are you interested in learning more about being a business partner or learning more about being their customer? God bless everybody and have a great rest of your day.